pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, staff. Good to have you front and center. It's outstanding. I'm sure you feel the same way. Tom, could you please take the roll call, please?
Mayor King.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Present.
Councilmember Obala.
Present.
Waller.
Present.
Postma.
Present.
Ashusta.
Present.
Fisher.
Present.
Baskin.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 1 is a motion adopting the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to motion number 2 is approving the minutes from our March 21st, 2022 meeting.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Item number 3, there are no recognitions and awards. Item number 4 is a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to public hearing, under item number 5 is a resolution reviewing a tax abatement application from the Bigelow and Lennon Construction to approve or deny the abatement. Craig?
Thank you, Mayor, members. This is for a new single-family home valued at $320,000 in the North Point subdivision. So another contractor looking to develop in that area, so that's exciting. It's in conformance to our adopted policy. Council action is requested to approve, and this is a public hearing.
Anybody here from the public wishing to speak on item number 5? Council, any questions on the item? If not, look for a motion to approve or deny the abatement.
Move to approve. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Ashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 6 is a resolution on public hearing on street improvements on 5th Ave Northwest, 40th Street Northwest to the dead end, and 40th Street Northwest from Oakland Avenue West to 5th Avenue Northwest, project 22-108. Mitch?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. So tonight we're going to talk about 40th Street and 5th Avenue paving project. We had a public informational meeting with the residents out there last week. We had 5 people in attendance. I believe they were representing 3 of the properties, so some of this information has been presented. I think you were there, and that's about it. So I'll run through this, and if there's any questions or public comment, go from there. So these 2 streets are what we call Turtle Creek 2. So it composes 40th Street Northwest and 5th Avenue Northwest, just on the west side of I-90 off of Oakland Avenue. And just to give you a little background on the timeline of this project, back in 2015, we annexed this area into the city. And then between 2016 and 2019, we were planning for a sanitary sewer extension project, mainly waiting for funding during that time. And at that time, we considered paving the streets, but ultimately, for whatever reason, that was not decided to be included with the project. And then summer of 2020 and into the spring of 2021, we actually constructed the sanitary sewer project. And then during that time frame, after the project was complete, we had requests from property owners out there to pave the road, and we've had those requests over the years as well. So what we did in December is we sent out a survey to the property owners out there asking, do you want to pave the road, knowing that these would be the approximate costs. And we received 12 yeses, 2 no's, and 14 no responses, so a total of 16 no's. A no response was considered a no. And then based on the results, we brought that to the city council back in December, late December, and we were directed by you guys to move forward with the planning for the project, and here we are today. We've developed the plans, bid the project, and calculated the assessment costs, so now we're here for the public hearing. Here's just a couple pictures of what it looks like out there today, just a gravel road, approximately 20 to 22 feet wide. So what we would plan on doing with the project is we would add a thin layer of aggregate base on top of the existing gravel road, and then we would, the picture on the bottom left there is a motor grader. We would have a machine like that come in and grade a crown into the road so that we have proper drainage when it rains. And then we would pave 4 inches of asphalt on top of that. And then when that's all said and done, we would restore the the shoulder of the road with black dirt and seed. So what we're looking, oh, and let me go back one. So the road would stay at the existing width of the gravel. So it'd be a little bit wider on the south end of 40th Street just because there's more traffic coming and going, passing each other there. And then once you got about halfway down 40th Street, we narrow down to that 20-foot wide, which is the existing width of the road there. So what we're looking at for the schedule, our contract says a start date of June 13th and a completion date of July 1st this summer. The construction shouldn't take that long, but that's just kind of the window we gave the contractor. The only thing that could really impact that schedule is there's an abandoned gas line, high-pressure gas main that feeds the whole city. The owner of that gas line has to remove that pipe, so depending on when they show up, that could possibly delay things if they don't get there on time. But we'll get that information out to residents at that time. And we will keep the road open to traffic throughout the project, so residents should be able to get in and out without too much issue. And then, so we opened the bids for this project on March 8th. The low bidder was Yulin Brothers with a bid of $159,000. And for assessments on this project, it's a little different than the ones we went through a few weeks ago. Since this is an annexation, we treat it just like a new development where the property owners bear 100% of the costs of an assessment there. So to make it as fair as possible, there are 23 properties that border these two roads, but we divided it into 28 units, and 21 of those properties were assigned 1 unit apiece. But there's two properties that had more units assigned, and we based that on the number of sanitary sewer stubs that were constructed with our sewer project. So there's one large property out there that has 5 sewer stubs, so we assign them 5 units. And then there's another property that has 2 sewer stubs, and we assign them 2 units. So when you take those 28 units divided by the total as-bid, low-bid cost from Yulin Brothers, it gives us $5,679.82 per unit. So those larger units, their assessment would be higher by a factor of 2 and 5. And then these assessment rates, we would not change the amount based on an overrun or underrun on the actual construction cost. We're going to just stick with the low bid amount. And we bid the project pretty tight with our quantities, so I don't expect there to be much discrepancy between the bid cost and the actual final cost. And then for the assessment payment options, it's the same process as our other street projects. There's 3 options to pay. You can pay the amount in full by this October 28th of this fall with no interest. Pay at least 50% by October 28th without interest, and then the remainder would be added to your property taxes over a 15-year period with a 3.75% interest rate. And then you can put the entire balance on your property taxes over a 15-year period at that same 3.75% interest rate. And we do have a financial assistance policy for those who qualify. And just like other projects, we'll have updates on our website, but any important information would be directly communicated with the property owners. That's all I have.
Excellent. Thanks, Mitch. Anybody from the public wish to speak on this project? Want to come forward? If you do. We heard from some folks, it had been a couple months ago that we had some brief conversation about it. But if there's any public wants to address it, please step forward. Otherwise, we'll open up to council. Council, any questions on the project? Certainly seems favorable. We don't, this is our only dirt road in the city right now. We typically don't have gravel roads.
There's a couple others, but yeah.
Seems like a great project. I think is well worth, as a homeowner, I would think I would be willing to pay the $5,700 to have a paved road. But I like clean cars. So without that, I guess we'll take a motion to either approve or deny.
So move the resolution. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala,
Aye.
Waller,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Schuster,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Baskin,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 7 on the bid openings and awards is receiving bids for asphalt street reconstruction. Mitch?
I'm new in this chair, so. So this is the bids that we received for our reconstruction projects, so 9th, 10th Street Northwest, 3rd Avenue Northeast, and 3rd Street Northeast. We only received a bid from one contractor, which is Yulin Brothers, and they had a bid of $2.7 million, and the engineer's estimate was just over $2.9 million. We would recommend awarding the project to Yulin's.
Okay. Council, any questions? Looking for a resolution for item number 7A.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Item number 8 is a resolution receiving bids for asphalt mill and overlay and full depth reclamation. Mitch?
So these two projects would be our mill and overlay on 16th Street Southwest and 5th Avenue Southwest. And then the full depth reclamation is on 7th Avenue, 11th Avenue, and 23rd Street Southwest. Again, we only received one bid from Yulin Brothers in the amount of $360,000, and the engineer's estimate was $336,000. We would recommend awarding this to Yulin Brothers as well.
Council, anything? Looking for a resolution for item number 8.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
The resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Very good, thank you, Tom. Item number 9 is a resolution receiving bids for taxiway joint repair. Mitch?
So this is a project to repair the joints on the taxiway at the airport, and that would consist of milling off about a 7-inch wide strip over those existing joints. They've separated quite a bit, so there's a big gap there, and then replacing that with new asphalt material. We received bids from 2 contractors on this one, and they varied quite a bit. One bid from Yulin Brothers again at $119,000, and Rochester Sand and Gravel was at, Rochester Asphalt was at $353,000, and the engineer's estimate was at $89,000. So kind of all over the board a little bit, but we would recommend awarding both the base bid and alternates 1 and 2 to Yulin Brothers for the project.
Thank you. Council, any questions for Mitch?
Whose foot is at the picture? That was my big question.
Whose foot?
Is that yours or Steven's?
I believe that's Stevens. That's not my shoes. So,
It's a good-sized joint.
All right.
yeah.
Any explanation for the large variance in the 2 bids?
Yulin's is the closest asphalt contractor to Austin, so I'm guessing just with the volatility of oil prices recently that an out-of-town or further away contractor is going to have a lot more fluff in there to try and take care of some of that stuff.
It's a lot of fluff.
Yeah, and just to point out, some of the bid prices we received on our asphalt, in 2021, on our asphalt reconstruction projects, we were at $64 a ton for asphalt, and this year, our bid prices were $79. So that was a pretty big jump, and it has a lot to do with the oil prices. Normally we expect maybe a small increase in a year, but that was pretty substantial.
Thank you.
All right, looks like we're looking for a resolution for receiving bids for the taxiway joint repair to Yulin, 9A.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Pashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. We'll transition from taxiway to taxi lane. Item number 10 is receiving bids for taxi lane construction. Mitch?
So again, we received 2 bids on this project, and this is for the construction of new taxi lanes to the proposed T hangars that are proposed to be built on the airport site. And we received 2 bids, again, from Yulin Brothers and Rochester Asphalt. And once again, they were vastly different. Yulin Brothers was $324,000. Rochester Asphalt was at $779,000, so more than double. Again, I don't know why. Probably just if they were going to get it, they were going to make money on it, is I suppose they're thinking. But We would recommend awarding this to Yulin Brothers, and again, this is the same, 90% of the costs are covered by the airport improvement program, and only 5% comes out of city funds.
Thank you. Item number 10A is a resolution. Looking for a resolution, council.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 10B is approving the engineering inspection services for the taxi lane construction. Looking for a resolution, council.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 11 is a motion under petitions and requests authorizing the city to act as the fiscal agent for the Cedar River Farmers Market for 2022. And I believe Mary Ann Dern presented to us last council, so looking for a motion, item number 11.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item number 12 is a resolution setting a public hearing for May 2nd, 2022 for street improvement project assessments.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 13 is a motion setting a public hearing for May 2nd, 2022 for review of a proposed spending plan for unobligated tax increment funds.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 14 is a resolution approving the reconveyance of forfeited lands to the state of Minnesota. Mr. Byram.
Sorry, I didn't expect to get called on that one. As the backup materials suggest, in 1993, a small parcel, a narrow small parcel of land was forfeited to the state of Minnesota for unpaid real property taxes. At that time, the city of Austin made application to have that small parcel of land transferred to the city for use as a potential public street. It's now nearly 30 years later and no street's been constructed. There's no current plans for the street to be constructed, and so the state of Minnesota has made inquiry of the status of that property, and our options are either to buy it from them now and be able to use it for whatever purposes we might put to it, or to give it back, which would leave them in charge, I suppose, until they decide they don't want it anymore, and they may circle back eventually to us. So with conversations about what the options are and with conversations with city engineering about whether there really are plans for a street, the determination was made that it may well suit us best to just give it back to them. So this is your approval of giving it back to them. Then we'll execute the documents, send them off to the state, and that'll be that.
Excellent. Thank you. Council, any questions on 14? Looking for resolution then, please.
So move the resolution.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
15 is resolution approving the contract with WHKS for 2022 inflow and infiltration projects. Mitch?
So this is a continuation of our 6-year I&I inspection program or reduction program. So we are on year 5 of 6. We started this in 2018, and this is where we inspect every property's sump pump or lack of sump pump in some cases. Also, we do smoke testing, manhole inspections, televising of the mains. So this contract would be with WHKS, who has helped us manage that over the past 4 years. And we would recommend awarding the contract with them in the amount of $292,000.
Excellent. Thank you. Council, any questions on this ongoing project? Then looking for resolution for 15.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 16 is a resolution declaring the property at 709 Oakland Avenue West a hazardous structure. Need a resolution, please?
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Obala. Oh, sorry.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. Item number 17 is a resolution declaring the property at 711 Oakland Avenue West a hazardous structure.
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Obala.
Aye.
Waller.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Bashusta.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 7-0, Your Honor.
18, A, B, and C is granting the Planning and Zoning Department the power to contract for the removal of junk and/or illegally stored vehicles at the following locations. 18A is 1206 Fifth Street Northwest, the Melling property.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 18B is addresses 1506 Sixth Street Northwest, the Lusinger property.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 18C, address is 305 First Ave Southwest, the Serrano property.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion also carries. Thank you. Moving on to citizens addressing the council. Anybody in the audience wish to speak to council on any issues that weren't on the agenda? If not, we'll move on to honorary council member comments. Bill, what do you have for us?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Attaboy, thank you. Always happy to hear if you have anything. Reports and recommendations. Craig?
Yes, Julie Kleinfelder asked me to pass along the Social Justice Book Club is meeting April 26th at 6 p.m. The book title is Nice Racism by Robin DiAngelo. This will be conducted via Zoom, so if parties are interested, please contact the library. And otherwise, we continue to work on the EDA project and identify the funding shortfall that we had based on it moving to a 50-50 grant rather than a 80-20 grant as we'd hoped. So working on that, and we'll continue to bring that forward.
Thank you. Reports and recommendations from council. Let's start with Joyce.
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Rebecca?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jeff?
I have nothing, Your Honor.
Obala?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jason?
Hate to break the streak, but did want to recognize between our last meeting and now, both the Austin High School girls basketball team and the boys basketball team for participating in the state tournament. Obviously, a long tradition of excellence for both of those programs, so great to see them representing our community. And obviously, it would be remiss if we didn't recognize Coach Chris Fadness on his retirement after just an absolutely outstanding career.
Yeah, I think we've already reached out to him to come to council to be honored. Gosh, maybe he can bring some players too, and same with the girls, so we'll get that done. Thank you, Jason. Paul?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Then I'm looking for a motion to adjourn to Monday, April 18th, 2022 at 5:30.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Then we'll give about a 5-minute break for the work session. You gonna like that new road out there? You'll be able to keep things clean.